Hi, I'm Patrick. We're looking at a few speed-based questions. The basic idea is to focus on improving your speed. What I'll be doing is I'll be giving you 2 minutes to try to think to each question. So after the question is released, I'll give you 2 minutes, think to the question, try to solve on your own, and then I'll start explaining the answers to you. If you've already solved, you can maybe forward it and look at the answers, but I recommend that you try solving it on your own for at least 2 minutes. So let's start. Go to the question, read it, understand it, see if you can solve in 2 minutes. It is good if you can solve it without pen and paper. As I said, the focus is to try and solve it in as fast as possible. I mean, that's what the idea is. It's always advisable for every question, try to solve it orally if possible, and then maybe look at the explanatory answer as far as. Also try to look at alternate methods of solving the questions because that is what will build up speed. Fine. So there are a couple of ways of solving this. Let's look at some of the ways. So 3 years ago, the average age was 18 years. That means today the average age will be 21 years after 3 years of A and B. If the average is 21, their total will be 42. Two people, right? 21 into 42. And A plus B plus C is 22 average. That means the total will be 22 into 3, which is 66. You can make out 66 minus 42, 24. So you can always solve it orally. That is always possible. You can also make out that if they are 21 years A and B together and the average is 22, that means together they are 2 years lesser than the average. So C has to be 2 years more than the average. It will be 24. So let me explain you with writing. I always will try to solve it orally first and then writing. So 18 years was 3 years ago. So today it will be 21 years because plus 3. This is for A and B average. So A and B total will be 21 into 2, 42 years. If I look at A, B and C total is 22 into 3 because their average is 22. So total will be 66 years. So automatically C will be 66 minus 42, which will give you 24 years. Or normally I have a method which says around the average the total is 0. So you look at overall average is 22 years for all three of them, from which A and B, who's 21 years, are minus 1 for two people, or total minus 2. They have 21 years, so they are 1 less than the average. And there are two people, so minus 1 into 2, minus 2, which means C has to be plus 2. So 22 plus 2, 24. This specific method sometimes helps you to be fast, so you can learn them. Next up, try to solve. For any sum, trying to solve fast is basically solving orally. I'll first write it down and explain you the concept. Then maybe I'll look at how to solve it orally. So speed is inversely proportional to time. The more the speed of work, okay, the less the time. So speed is inversely proportional to time. So if you have three people whose speed is given, the way to solve this is use the LCM. So LCM of 45, 10 and 4. If you look at this 180 LCM. So we assume 180 units of work. And let's say the first one does 4 units of work per day. Second does 10 units of work per day. And third does 45 units of work per day. So number of days taken by first person will be total is 180 units upon 4 units per day. By the second person is total is 180 units upon 10 units per day. And by third person is total is 180 units, 45 units per day. If you calculate it, becomes 45 to 18 to 4. That is the answer. There's one more way of doing it. I mean, just take 2 at a time instead of the completing. For example, if I take the first two only, I get the ratio of their speed as 4:10 or 2:5. Therefore, ratio of the time will be 5:2. Now check the option, which option is 5:2. You can make out only A option as 45:18, which is 5:2. So A is the answer. So you can do it orally also. So we are looking at techniques where you can try to solve it faster and maybe orally. In this way, you can use 2 at a time. If I take A and B first, if you look at the ratio is 2:5, 4:10 is 2:5. That's the speed. So time is inversely proportional, will be 5:2. Look at the option which is 5:2. You realize A option is 5:2. So that will be the answer. Let's take the next sum. I'll first maybe try to solve it orally and maybe solve a pen. So if you look at 5/6 is, you should know 83.83%. You should not know, but you can make out. So 1/6 is 16.66, we should know. So 5/6 will be 83.33%. If 5/6 is 83.33% plus 5% in mutual funds, 10% in debentures, so total becomes 86.6, 83.33 plus 15. Okay, so that will be 98.33. What is left is 1.66%, and 1.66% is 850. Now, how much interest you got in debentures? So 10% you invest in debentures, on that you get an interest of 10%. So 10% of 10% is 1%. So basically we're looking at 1.66% is 850. So 1% is how much? Little more than half. So little more than half from the options you can make out will be B option, 510. One more hint is 850 is a multiple of 17. You have to look at prime numbers. So prime numbers, 85 is a multiple of 17, 17 5 is 85, higher prime numbers. Normally the option also will be multiple of 17. From that, maybe you can get a hint of 510. 255 also is a multiple of 17, but since we want more than half of 850, you can make out 510. A hint to shortlist options. Okay, let me explain. Bit writing. 1/6 you should know is 16.67%. So 5/6 is nothing but 1 minus 1/6, which is nothing but 100% minus 16.67%, which is nothing but 83.33%. So 83.33%. Now from this 5% on mutual fund, 10% on debentures is gone. So this total is invested is, if you look at 98.33%. So what is left is 1.66%, and that is 850. Now debentures, we have invested 10% of the money, and we are getting interest of 10% on this 10%, which means basically we're getting 1%. So 1% is what you have to find out. You can cross multiply 850 into 1 upon 1.66 is 1 2 upon 3. 850 into 1 upon 5 into 3. From that also you can get 510 as the answer. Or you can make out 1 is less than 1.66 but slightly closer to half. 765 will not be the answer, though it is less than 850, it's almost close to 850. It has to be almost half. So from there also you can mark 510 as the answer. I hope this is clear. Let's go to next sum. If you look at this sum, so perimeter of a square is 64. So if perimeter is 4 into side, so automatically side you get 16. So let me first solve it totally. The key is the options are far, so you can approximate a bit. So 4 into side is 64, so side will be 16. That means the diameter will be 19, which means the radius will be 9.5. If radius is 9.5, area is pi r square. That is, if 9 square it will be 81, 10 square will be 100. So somewhere between that is 9.5 square. So you can take it as 90. 90 into pi is around 3.14. So 93 is a 270, slightly more than that. You can make out the answer is 284. And repeat, side of a square is 16, so diameter will be plus 3, which is 19. So radius will be 9.5. Area is pi r square. Now r square, 9.5 square, I know, but anyway, 9 square is 81, 10 square is 100, it is between that, so 90. 90 into pi is 3.14, so which is around 270, slightly more than that. So from the option 284. So when the options are far, you can always approximate. Let me write and show you. 4s is 64, so side will be 16. So diameter will be 16 plus 3, 19. So radius will be 19 upon 2, 9.5. So area we know is pi r square, right? So pi 9.5 square. Now numbers ending in 5, for example, if I say 45 square, you normally multiply 4 with the next number 5, 20 and put 25. So same at 9.5 square will be 9 into next number 10, 90 and then add 0.25. So it's basically 90.25 is the exact value. Even if you don't know, you can take 9 square and 10 square will be between that. 9 square 81, 10 square 100, between one there around 90 will be the answer. 90 into pi 3.14, so 93s are approximately, it will be 270 plus approximately. You can mark it as 284. So when the options are 5, you don't have to calculate accurately. You can always approximate and get the answer. And that is the key maybe to solving in the mind. So try to solve things in the mind, approximate wherever the options are far. That will help you to do better. Hope it's clear. If you have any queries, you can keep asking. Thank you.